Hello, we are still on structure as functions argument. We are still on structures. So today we want to look at structures as function argument. Um, you can pass variable of any data type to a function. So since a structure is also a data type, you can also pass the variable of a structure to a function. And you can do that either by value or by reference. So in this class, we are going to look at passing the variable of a structure to a function by what? By value. So we are going to declare a structure. So we are going to declare a structure. We'll call it, so we'll say, using our struct keyword, let's write a full program to explain that. So let's write a full program. So we'll say hash include stdio dot h hash include string, because we will need string dot h. So this one will be our print function. This one will bring out our string copy. Okay, so I'm going to declare a structure. So using our struct keyword, struct, I'll call it person, right? Now inside it, I will say char name. I'll assign, let's say 20 to it. I've explained all that. Then I will say int age. So let's just leave it at this. So these are blueprints to create a person, right? Now, function. I want to pass structure as an argument to what? To function. So I have to create my function. Now, this function, all I want this function to do is to print out a value. So it's not going to return anything, right? I just want to print out a value. So I'm going to say void, and I will call the function print person. That is the name of my function, print person, right? Inside this function, this function is going to accept the variable of the structure. So it will be what? It will accept struct person, and then the variable will be what? P. So these are a function. Now inside this function, what do I want it to do? Okay, I'm going to play a little trick. I will supply age to this function, but I want it to alter the age. Then I'll print it out. So here I will say p dot, to access this age will be what? Dot age plus assign 1. So I'm asking you to perform a task, meaning increase the age by 1. Then here I will say print f name percentage s, comma, age will be what? Percentage d slash n. So this one will expect p p dot name, while this one will expect p dot h, right? So my function, I will close my function here. Now I am going to create a variable for this my struct. So that is inside my main, int main. That's my main function. Inside this my main function, I'm going to create a variable for that. So I will say struct person. I'm just trying to manage the space. So I will call it P1. So person 1, right? Now, I need to insert the values, which is what? Name and age. So to do that, since I declared this variable like this, So I'm going to say string copy p1.name, comma, into double quote, I'll give it the name etete, close, then p1.age, I will assign 35 to it. Then I will call my function. Here I will say print person. I'm calling the function print person, and I will supply this p1 to it. P1, right? And then I will say return 0. So I will close this. Okay. All right. So this is my script. Now I created my structure. This is a blueprint. And then I created a function that will perform a task for me. It will increase the age, and then it will now print this out on the screen. In this place, I can equally take this one, this line, right? I can add it here. I don't know whether you still be able to see. Let me see. I can do that. I can do here. I will say print F. Then I'll bring this down. Name, percentage %s, comma, age, percentage %d slash n, comma. So this one will be what? P1 dot name, P1 dot age. Yeah. So I will now write my return 0. Right? I hope you can still see. Okay. So what I'm doing is I created this template, and then I created my function. Then I'm creating a variable for this my structure. So this is data type. I told you in the introduction to structure. This is not saved in the memory. This is when memory allocation is given for this variable, which is P1, that is for this structure. But this person now has the space. This is 20 bytes, and this is 4 bytes. So he's going to add it up. I taught you that in padding to determine the size of this structure. Now, I am going to assign a value to it by using my string copy, which is a tool gotten from this string.h, to what? To copy this etete into what? P1.name. So in the stack, memory will be created in the stack too for it. Then h, memory is created. Then in this my main function, I'm calling this function. I'm calling this function. So at this point, control will be given to this function. And then this variable, this structure, which is this person with this name and this age, will be given to this place. So this P1, so this place is like saying P, which is this P, assign P1. So this is what is happening. So this P1 is given to this structure, and then it will come in and it will increment this one by 1. So what is the age? P1.age, it will access it. H is what? 35. It will increment it and reassign it back to age. Then this printf will print out name. So this printf, this place will print out name. And what will be the name? Etete. Right? Then it will print, that is comma, age. So it has done the increment. So age is now what? Age is what? 36. Right? Then it will return back to this place. Then it will print out this one. Name. Etete. Age. This one will print out 35. Why? Because as at the time you are giving this P1 to this print function, it is a copy That is call by value. It is a copy of this structure that will be given to this function. So whatever alteration this function does or perform, it doesn't affect the original copy. So this original copy in this address is still carrying age as 35, whereas the function has altered the age inside the self and is bringing it out as what? 36. So this is called by value. The same way you give variable of other data type like int or float, right, to function. That is the same way you can assign the variable of a structure to a function, which is what? By value. So in the next class, I will teach you call by reference, where you are actually passing a pointer to the memory address. So before then, I will teach you pointer to structure so that you will understand how that one will work. So a copy, that is the point you need to pick. A copy of that structure is what is given to the function. So the function can alter it and give out an output, whereas the original person still remains. Nothing will change. So this one will produce 36 as age, while this one will produce 35 as what? Age. So that's what I want to show you in this class. Let's go to code blocks. Let me demonstrate this for you to see. All right, so this is our code blocks, and we are here to demonstrate the call by value. So looking at this, you see, we created our function, we declared our structure, created the function, and then inside this function, we are changing the value of age. So we created the variable for this structure, which is P1, and then we assign values to the members using P1. Then we call the function here, and we gave a copy of P1 to it. So the function is going to change this age, and then it will print out name and age. Then control will return back to this place and print out name and age using the variable. So in this place, let's see what the value will be. So as you can see, the output of the function is age is 36, while the output of this main function, the output is what? Age 35. So meaning it was a copy. So whatever the function performed, it did not affect the original value. That is what I want to show you, because it was not the address you gave, but a copy of it, right? So that is what I want to show you in this class. So till we see in the next class. Bye-bye.